Today we have a brand new monster teaser we are going to be looking at. It includes a new monster sound, and it might not be what you guys expect.
No.
Last video, we went over a brand new Bone Island paranormal that is supposedly making its way, and we looked at this new artwork and how it seemed to resemble Bone Island, and now we have a new sound. Take a listen, guys. This sound, it sounds so angelic and echoey and serene, and actually for that reason, it almost sounds like it doesn't quite fit on Bone Island. Bone Island's musical structure and note structure, it doesn't seem to resemble it, this one, which is really weird. And if we actually try and put it inside of the song like I have here, it sounds like a weird mishmash. Take a listen. Yes. What is going on here? Well, looking at the artwork that we discussed last time, it appears as though we are missing out on what this monster might actually be. Because if we look underneath, if you split out this split second here and you zoom in, boom, you have a lower section of this monster that everyone just seems to be not theorizing about. Sure, everyone's on about the head, but looking at the lower section, it looks like this is going to be a ginormous monster. I mean, if you're looking at the bottom here, it honestly looks like it might be 4x4. I mean, this is Bermuda level thick, okay? Oh my god, I'm actually becoming a meme. I should not have said thick. Oh no, now the comments are, they're after me now. Run! Anyway, because it's way bigger, I think it might be a different thing entirely to what everyone is speculating. So how are we going to work out what this actually is? Well, if you look in the background, all is revealed, because there is a crystalline castle in the background. Now, I thought it's got to be Bone Island, right? But I'm colorblind, so I go in Photoshop, I choose the color picker, and then I hover over the castle, and I put them side by side, and this is not the Porrit's castle color. This is not Bone Island's color, okay? And then if you put actually the Aquanine castle up and do a color drop, oh, it matches. An Aquanine castle, that is from Water Island. So what is going on here? And what's more, why is the water streaks up in the sky of the image? And then if you look at the background, that looks like the extravaganza purple background. And then we had rabbits inside of the Doma video, and suddenly it got me thinking, why is this Water Island theme? I mean, even last time looking at that artwork, we literally said she looks like a conch shell. I mean, she ain't just a conch shell, she's coming from Water Island MPG. We're all in front of us all along. And if we look at the sound again, I noticed that it seems to have a huge resemblance to the end of Water Island. And that's actually how I originally came to this conclusion, because it sounds so alike to that end and it feels like it fits there. Take a listen, guys. But then we look at the flaw, the monster handlers. What are you doing to me? Trying to throw us off again like this and then this time and then this time. Well, not this time, because I'm here and I'm laying down the facts. Well, hopefully. I also need to use this moment to say, well, give me rare package and now monster handlers. That flaw might match my lovelies, but I ain't falling for it. Every single teaser, and the sound itself literally matches Water Island. You shall not fail me. I know this time. The natural islands are supposed to be finished, monster handlers, so why are we going back to them? That is an excellent question, because the monster handlers have confirmed that the songs are supposed to be quite finalized now. So what can it be? What can it be? What is something that these natural islands need and we know is going to come one day? There's something, well, if we look at that design, it looks kind of like a soul. A soul, you see, we kept saying it had some kind of spiritual energy. It was like a soul. A soul! Do you see where I'm going? A colossal! Come on, that pun is too good. You've got to use it. Colossal souls. Yes, a colossal. That pun is too good to be true. That's got to be the official name. I swear. So Hyddryd, my special sea and Neptune Colossal. The time has arrived. I think we are going to get Colossals, the Titan Soul equivalent for the Colossals. Thank God. Now, Colossals, the vocal-only class, I will remind you. Isn't it funny that this is a vocal? It doesn't seem to fit on Bone Island, and we have all these teasers. I'm not falling for it, Monster just with the floor. I'm not. I'm either completely wrong or completely right this time. And also, can I point out how we know this? Well, let's go back to that Tyson clip. You know the one I'm on about. Let's throw it up, baby.
The Colossals are out of practice and haven't used their voices in a very long time. They gotta warm up. And so, Jen, when you're sleeping, when you wake up, are you a little groggy?
Oh, I'm groggy.
So do you sound maybe not so like yourself, like right away?
I gotta wake up, I gotta warm up, I gotta, you know, hydrate my throat with some water.
So keep that in mind, everyone.
The Colossals vocals are going to get better. How do you do that? You make it a majestic, beautiful, like inside of the sound clip we've just heard. That's absolutely amazing. And honestly, if we go back to the Colossal of Water Island, where it currently is in its, well, sort of groaned out and groggy voice, right? We have it play at the end of the Water Island song. And funnily enough, that is exactly when I heard this sound where I was like, how is it not going there? It's because it is a BG. So I'm calling them Colossals! Yes, Colossals! But now there's so many questions. We've not had new Colossi in 2 years, and finally it is going to be explained why that reason is. It's because all along, they have been planning to expand them with the Colossals when they arrive, and they would have been incomplete. When I look at the Colossals, they are very incomplete packages. I think of a Colossal as being a package, right? That's what I thought of them now with the Titan Souls. You don't just have the awakening, you have the monster, you have the island somewhat come to life. I suppose we will see if that happens. And we also have the monster itself, and hybrid perhaps of the island. If we go on back to the teaser, it looks like it doesn't resemble Hyddryd, and I think that's where everyone is getting quite confused here. And honestly, it looks like it is quite a soul-infused structure rather. It seems like the soul is taking control of the monster rather than being an embodiment of it. And honestly, that feels like it captures the Colossals as lore so well because they are known for their creation, so why not make another one so they can move? Yes, it also seems fitting that they stay in the islands because of their grandeur, the hugely great grandeur that they have had inside of the Lord. But now we have the Colossals. We need to go over how this could be revamped. So come on, vamp. Choo-choo. So let's be honest, the Titan Souls, they made the Colossi basically redundant. They were so much better over what the Colossi did. The Colossi, they were literally such an incomplete experience. If you go and watch me in my initial reaction, I got all dressed up because it come on, a Colossal Island Awakening, wanted it for years, and then finally got it, and it was just, well, watch.
For a few months, but you had to see it.
So yes, it wasn't really what we were looking towards, but my God, then the Titan Souls came and it showed us what we wanted all along. We've always theorized about these designs, but with these souls, it's so important that we give it a package. I think that's really what I want to nail in with this, and make it whole with the monster, with the island, with the Eye Awakening. It's all a part of it. It's all part and parcel. But now we've got the Coloss-Eyes, it means they can't necessarily go back and replace them. They are a very outdated process, I believe, and it feels so incomplete, the package we've got. So therefore, I think because we can't delete them, we can't take them away from players' games now. We've got to intertwine it into the process somehow. And I think the reward behind the Colossi are going to be these brand new colossal monsters that we might unlock on the island. So once you complete your colossal conundrum, you'll have the ability to turn the Colossi into the Colossal. I think this would be the best option. So once you have completed the Colossal Conundrum, you have two options basically. It can either replace the Colossi or it can be a separate thing. I think it would be awesome if they choose to replace the Colossi once this process is done. I know that's going to kind of rework things inside of the game, but I think it would be awesome to do that so we have more island space. I know it's only one grid space, but when you are MPG, you need all the grid space, man. For them symmetrical islands, baby. We call it. I don't think these Colossi are going to have the same kind of mechanics as the Titan Souls. I don't think you're going to be linking them together. I think they've still got to maintain the Colossi. I think it's going to be just that question again of how it is going to be obtained this time around the Colossal based on completing that conundrum. Will it turn into it? Will you breed it? Will you... Honestly, Colossals are too special for breeding. I think it'll be a prize at the end of the conundrum somehow. And I believe that it's not going to have a similar linking system this time around. It's going to be purely based into that Colossi and completing it. But with the sounds, we have a huge question mark now. Because, yes, we have the colossal sound that is playing at the end of the song. I think they're all going to play in the parts where the Colossals originally played, their old, grumpy, just woken up sounds after thousands of years. But I think now it proves the question, are they going to keep the old sounds, or are these going to replace those sounds? Well, on that topic, I think it's important to think about what these old sounds do. These old sounds are absolutely tremendous in building up that lore that the Colossals have always provided. They've been so excellent at making them feel alieny and these mighty, grandiose beings of grandeur lore. They've also helped build into these transitions between the verses. They've become an integral part of the song. And I think it's now a question, will they replace that or will they keep those old tracks alongside the Colossals? I think that's going to be an interesting question. I think I've got to be honest here as well and speak out for the community, because I personally feel like everyone feels the same in that I don't really mind if they actually do get rid and replace these tracks. I feel like the song would have more breathing room and it would be less cluttered. It feels like these tracks would let the Colossals shine, but then we go back to the transitions again between the verses and my brain goes, oh, I don't know. So definitely leave a comment what you guys think. And make sure to leave a like too about you then. But there's still many Colossi that we have left as well. You might have noticed that we've not had a new one in 2 years. We've got so many left. We have the Sugarbush Island, Gold Island, Ethereal, all those islands now. My God, Zaro is taking over. We've got Fire Islands with Dulcetta. We have Celestial, Tribal, maybe, probably not, the Composer and Colosseum as well, Colossals. Those are a huge amount of Colossals, and I think those ones are going to start to come once we get these new Colossals, if this is what it truly is here too. I think alongside these Colossals, another important and interesting aspect that we'll be delving into is the mirror timeline once more as well. You might have noticed the mirror timeline Colossals have been just resting, baby. They're getting the rest, baby. Bop, 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 bop. They're resting a bit too hard, man, but they're finally going to wake up, I think, alongside this update. They got to do it now, right? With all the mirror updates, especially. And if you had the Colossals, this is a perfect time, so. I like how the Titan Souls, again, just so we're clear, were instrumental. These Colossals are going to be purely vocal. That's been the law point for a huge amount of time. Oh my God, it sounds so majestic. I'm actually really excited to get vocals. It feels like we don't get as much vocal action in MSM anymore. With Nexus and then Mechilot and then everyone. Plasma Islet, we love you. But I'm excited for that reason to see some more vocal, because now you have to, Big Blue Bubble. Yes. I want the rare packet. But anyway, now we've established that the Colossals, we're likely dealing with them. Let's reanalyze the teaser based around this fact, right? If it is true. So, inside of the sound, it sounded beautiful. That Water Island bit, it sounded so harmonious. Honestly, the track itself, it reminded me of the third track of Epic Wubbox and Geode. It sounded so echoey as well, like Geode 2, didn't it, in that end section? Those sounds are legitimately why I first thought of that. They sound so similar to it, don't they? Literally play it alongside here. Maybe it's something that you have to hear rather than hear it alongside, but I'll put an edit in here too. Maybe you guys caught on there, but I feel like it's sort of, you just have to listen to the audio for yourself and work that one out. So it's a little bit different. And I think it's important to discuss the design as well now. Looking at the design behind Hyddryd, if this is truly the Colossals here, I've got to point out how different it is to the Titan Souls. Rather than you having this Titan and resembling the island itself, it feels so odd and peculiar, and this is honestly where it throws the theory off a bit, I do think, because I look at it, and even though I sense this is a water island monster, I don't see Hyddryd a mini one, right? The Titan Souls, they were mini Titans, and then the Colossals, it feels so perfect because you manipulate them, but see now, Hyddryd is in here, it doesn't feel like so. It feels almost like an entirely new monster, or doesn't it almost? So with this being a structure being manipulated by them, it's going to be interesting to see how that works canonically, and I'm really curious behind that fact because it feels so weird not to have a miniature Colossal there, because all of the fan theories have always been like that, proving that it's a conch shell, though again the water island connection is extraordinary inside of it. But now we have some fan designs. I have to pull this on. So first up, we've got Susie's design. I love how they've encapsulated Tika here. We've got to work out, is it Hyddryd or Tika? Is it the paironormal or not? Are you tricking us again? But honestly, either way, it's a trick at this point. But we've got here a spirit encapsulated inside of them. I love the robotic arms here. Just like I brought up last time, it just looks like Eve from WALL-E. The more that I see this design, the more that I can't unsee it. I like the googly eyes. Yes, yes, it reminds me of Banjo-Kazooie. Get the vibe in, get the eye in, get the googie in. Yes. And then we have Riles' design for Hyddryd. I've put this up because these are the kind of spirit designs that I've commissioned people to make over the years. With Lyco, I asked Riles, and this is what I had in mind, right? Basically. But Riles has made an excellent Water Island Hyddryd here. I like the mermaid hair and the goggles. The seashells on top of them is really accurate as well. I mean, come on. Is that scenic? Oh, it's a barnacle. Barnacle boy. I like the tentacles being the head. It's actually a great concept, Riles. Wow. The harp too? Riles, do you know they are only vocals? A bit sus there, Riles. No, we love you, Riles. Anyway, I know lots of you inside of the comments are going to go wild at me for even pointing this out today, but I love it when we have wild theories like this, and honestly, this is where my brain is heading. I think there's going to be a lot of debate inside of the comments over what this is over, so definitely leave a comment which one you think it is. Honestly, either way is cool to me. I'm like, new monster, baby. It's a very out there theory, though, today, and either way, it's just been really cool to theorize about how the Colossi are going to come about in game and be upgraded upon, because I think it's absolutely something that will come one day, even if not now. But big blue bubble, I'm onto you. REVHAMPED now. We're going to play now Alcala's fan-made prediction for the Bone Island Paranormal, if that's what it is. And then we are also going to play some edits that I've made too now. So let's go and watch REVHAMPED now.